I don't think much of Andrew Tate. He has what sounds like unresolved childhood trauma that pollutes how he uses his gift as a leader. He often seems to make money by gaslighting an audience of confused young men who want to be successful. And even if his turn towards religion and cleaning up his worst sex habits are real, to this day, when I see his X feed, I think he speaks down to people in emotionally abusive ways, and he comes across like a school bully. But there is one thing that every single therapist on earth can learn from him: the way he makes an impact in so many people's lives. Now, this lesson doesn't need to apply to people who want to be known to literally millions of folks around the world. The approach Tate uses works in much smaller ways too, to help you to affect more lives in a positive way and make yourself significantly more money as a result. What you need to understand is how he's making this impact, and then you can use this same model to do good based on the clinical skills that you have that are of true benefit to people. The way Tate makes such an impact is rooted in the model he uses for his coaching program. Almost no therapists understand the power of it. You see, Andrew Tate doesn't sit and do coaching sessions with client after client after client individually, and neither do any of the mentors in his organization. Instead, he uses a group based model to serve as people that is the foundation of every other personal development coach, guru, and leader in our industry. It's the group coaching model. Now, to be clear, if you want to use this as a therapist, you don't use the group coaching model to provide therapy. You're doing a non clinical psychoeducational program that combines a curriculum with support in an online community and coaching calls that also happen online that serve your entire group at once. Here are a few examples of programs that are doing good in the world: Transformed Parenting for parents of challenging kids, the Resilient Caregiver's Lifeline for overwhelmed caregivers, the Sober Professional for professional men who are over drinking, the Successful Social Worker for social workers who want to make more income and get out of the agency struggle, Properly Partnered for gay men who want to escape the hookup cycle and do the self work they need to have a long term relationship. And there are a whole bunch more that we've helped mental health professionals put together and get off the ground. So let's take a detailed look at how these programs work, not just Andrew Tate's program, The Real World, but also the same model used by Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Esther Perel, Jordan Peterson, Nicole LaPera, the holistic psychologist on Instagram, and a host of other personal development influencers who are all promoting ways for people to develop themselves that they believe in. So the first thing you need if you want to do this is to develop an online curriculum. If you're a therapist who feels you're teaching the same things, the same techniques, the same concepts to person after person after person, and you're becoming a bit of a broken record, listen up. What these major influencers and a host of smaller coaches in the $250,000 to $1 million revenue area are doing is they're taking the core concepts that they teach individually and putting them into an online curriculum that everyone who joins their group coaching program begins working through. This way, people move through the curriculum at their own pace, in their own time, but the program is still kept very high touch because of the way that the support is structured. And that brings me to the next two pieces of the puzzle that these major influencers are using. They have group-based Zoom calls for support. I recommend 2 per week. This is where everyone comes together at the same time and everyone is learning from the feedback you give them directly, as well as the support you're giving to other people who are in the same program and working on solving the same problem in their lives that they are. And they usually offer a type of online support community. The whole group will exist in this community 24/7. People post the work they've done in the curriculum, like exercises or worksheets that you've given to them. They can ask questions, they can make requests for support, or they can celebrate their wins as they work with your curriculum, and then you respond to every message in writing within a business day. This way, you're able to offer a program that helps people work towards a solution to a problem that they have in their lives and get daily support from you so they feel you're walking with them, guiding them, and steering them every single day they're in your program, while also giving you back many, many hours in your schedule that you can use to change your lifestyle and make it much more flexible, and allowing you to make as much money as you want without being limited to trading an hour in order to bill an hour. This is the secret to his success. This is why somebody at the level of Andrew Tate can have a business that is literally doing tens of millions of dollars in revenue, but also have a host of coaches in the $250,000 per year to $1 million per year arena are also making these kind of lifestyle and financial goals possible because they're no longer trading their time for money. And because you're marketing your program and there's some degree of information you're putting out into the world, it allows you to do a lot more good and to promote your message of hope and healing and transformation far and wide. If you want to know more about how this works, I'll link to a longer video in the description, or you can ask me questions in the comments. But I hope this clarifies for you how people, whether they deserve it or not, are able to promote themselves in such a way that they can make this much bigger difference in society.